Bugün sizlere kendi etkileyici web sitemi nasıl kurduğumu göstereceğim. Kidding. Well, this is my web-based portfolio for CET 360 lecture. As you see, basically this is a website for this lecture, and it includes some articles, reflections, and materials that I learned throughout this summer school. To begin with, my homepage, this is my best picture, and there is some information about me here. And I generally use different themes in order to attract my audience. And it includes some titles, this website, like Foundations, Communication and Collaboration, Creativity and Innovation, and Critical Thinking and Problem Solving. To begin with, Foundations, actually Foundations page includes sex education through applications and social media. It is actually a summary of an article which talks about education, sex education through applications and social media. You can reach the whole article from here. And the next page is communication and collaboration, and it is about digital natives. Digital natives mean basically born into technology, being a generation born into technology. And it is about basically the generation that is born into technology and the other generation, which is digital immigrant. And if you click on this cute baby photo, you will reach beyond videos concerning digital natives. And the next one is communication newsletter, and this is basically about a flyer which contains sexual health and sex education. And this flyer is built upon on SMORE. I can show it from here, and it is basically to inform parents about a group project of students, and this group project actually focuses on creating and enhancing the collaboration and communication skills for the student. And it is basically 3-lesson group project. It has some technological items like Padlet, Skype in the Classroom, and Ask Without Shame. This is Ask Without Shame is one of the applications that I found on the article that I show on Foundation page. At the end, I asked students to create a poster, and it enhances their creative skills, and they need to collaborate with peers in order to create a poster. This is my information, and Dr. R. Donalds, who is a fiction character. The next one is creativity and innovation, but it doesn't contain anything as the time was not enough. And the other title is critical thinking and problem solving. As a subtitle, it contains IP, which is instructional plan that we shaped about gender. Me, Damla Keskin, and Sude Demiroğlu are my peers that we worked on this gender instructional plan, and this is the reflection of it. If you click on this butterfly, you can find the details of gender instructional plan. As we are all from psychological counseling department, of course, this gender instructional plan is focused on gender issues, and the target population of this project is 9th grade students. As we shaped instructional objectives, it contains like defining biological sex and gender terms and the difference between them. It's basically give some ideas, and its objectives are about gender terms, gender norms, gender roles concerning females, males, or others. And we are asked students to talk about their feelings and experiences, to criticize gender norms, and to build upon a new knowledge about gender issues. This group project basically requires 3 R's, and we use some technological tools, quote-unquote traditional tools as well. And in this project, we use Z instead of he or she, and here instead of his or her. because this project is about gender, and we try to use a non-gendered pronoun. When we focus on detailed explanations of instructional plan as an introductory activity, we will give students a text, a paragraph of Said Faik's Yılan Uykusu, which is text written gender neutral, and it serves students to talk about their already existing ideas concerning gender. We will ask them to answer questions like, what do you think about the gender roles of the character, etc. And as a main activity of first lesson, we will show them photos, pink, blue, and both. And we actually created a presentation which talks about gender ideas, the difference between gender and sex by use of tangible stuff, the photos. As gender concept is not tangible, the pictures will help us to talk about sex and gender more tangible. And we will give the definition. We will talk about the difference or similarity of sex and gender. Basically, that's it. And as extension closure activity, actually we taught this as an homework, and we will ask students to post some videos, images, pictures on Padlet, which is basically about their experiences and their already existing knowledge about gender. And we will give them a pretest, which is actually asks about statements to measure their already existing gender knowledge. As a second lesson, we will begin with talking about a butterfly, which is hermaphrodite, and it will help them to talk about being male, female, more or less. And as a main activity, as we gave them a homework about posting some photos on Padlet, we will discuss about their feelings and experiences of gender ideas, and it will help them to think about gender more deeply. And we will demonstrate a video, namely Pink and Blue, and it talks about basically the difference being male or female, more or less, as I said it before. And as a homework and the main exercise of the next lesson, we asked them to create 2-person groups in order to create beyond videos, which talks about their feelings, experience, and new knowledges that they took from the presentation and discussions throughout the project. And as at the beginning of the lesson, we will ask them to demonstrate and talk about their videos, and we will create a discussion setting to talk about these videos. Actually, they are expected to show what they have learned throughout this group project. As a closure activity, we will give them the same text in order to compare their already existing gender knowledge and the new one. And at the assessment, we will give the same test as a post test, and we will measure their knowledge quantitatively. As the gender topic is a bit sensible or taboo for some countries, it should be considered. And I think also as Turkey or other Eastern countries may have some problems to access technological tools, it should be also taken in consideration. Actually, we didn't make so many changes throughout the project because I think that the technology should be apparatus or tool in order to reach out the main object or in order to teach higher learning skills. And this is the appendix and resources you can search further. Lastly, this is the last page of my website, and it contains my email and phone number in order to contact with me. Thanks for listening.